Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys my final recap and thoughts on Koito Uso or Love and Lies on episode 12. Apparently, this episode picks off of last week's episode, and the way how it went and how it ended looks like to me it was open-ended, and I'll give you guys some other stuff as well. So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that after the opening, we have to it that Ririna and Yukari or Nejima ends up having a little small talk that he should choose Takasaki. After much talk here and there, it seems like to me they were both hesitant. It's just by the facial expressions and looks on this episode, it's obviously. Even Nejima is even hesitant of wanting to do this. Although eventually, after talking much and figuring out a couple things here and there, I guess they somewhat had a agreement. But not before Rina says the next time she gets another match possibly, which she did some research how to not have a black mark on them, will have a certain result that it could work out as long as they lie to the system. And lying really is not a good thing. Although hypocritical, but yeah, you guys know what I'm getting at here. Aside from that, they decide to go with a certain plan and they end up practicing kissing for Rina's sake. And it looks like it turned out to be okay, but in a certain bad way. Eventually, we have to it that Ririna and Misaki gets ready to go to the bridal shoot, and as for Nejima, he doesn't want to go. And we have to it that he ends up having a little small talk with Nisaka eventually. After he talks to Nisaka about a couple things about a lie here and there, and after what's been happening, etc., Nisaka encourages him to just be true with his own feelings and don't let things get in your way, etc. Eventually, after Nejima has that small talk with Nisaka and realizing his own mistakes, possibly, he decides to go. He decides to go to the bridal shooting, and Ririna and Misaki does have a little small talk with each other, etc., involving about a couple things here and there. And it does get a little tense between here and there. And as for Nejima, he is currently running his best to get to the winning bridal shoot whatsoever, and ends up arriving a little bit late when they took the first picture. And eventually he ends up realizing that he does not want Rina to be out of his life, but he loves Takasaki-san. He just wants his world to keep going, etc. And eventually, that happens when he was running actually, and he arrives a little bit late on time and ends up taking a picture with two of them together. He says he doesn't know what kind of love this will be: romantic love, another kind of love, a lie. But one thing for sure is we just go with the flow with how things are, etc. And it ends up playing off the credits, etc., etc. So it ends off there. I let you guys know that I literally I literally just went to the manga after last week's episode, etc., picking off where the episode might have left off, etc. And wow, yeah, I let you guys know that I spoiled myself a little bit last week. So yeah, aside from that, in this episode, it's just Ririna being selfless, etc., with Nejima-kun and Takasaki, etc. And of course, Nisaka does talk to Nejima when he was hesitant to go to the bridal shoot wedding thing for that Misaki and Ririna were participating in. And after that, all three of them took a picture, and I don't know what happens next. It was an open ending, etc. But yeah, so I guess the series has some ups and downs. It was kind of tense myself with my mixed emotions with Nejima-kun alone, because he kind of has somewhat of an annoyance with some of his personality here and there. Like, he was hesitant, he looks like a chicken, he goes like, oh, don't give up kind of thing. yeah. You guys, those who even watched the entire series up to this point will know what I'm talking about. But aside from that, it is what it is, etc. So, yeah. I just had mixed feelings about this series because of the way how it went, especially with how I thought about it. Although despite a couple things here and there, I think it came out okay in a certain sense. But if you want to know what my score is, which I always give out every time for the finale of a certain episode, I just give it maybe 5 out of 10 or 4 to 5 out of 10. I mean, I had my mixed feelings with this thing. It was pretty difficult for me to comprehend. I was kind of annoyed with my own personal let me see here. Nitpickiness here and there, but I guess it's just me. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I hope you guys had fun with this series as much as I did. Well, I had somewhat fun, but it was a little bit difficult to pretty comprehend in the end. So until then, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot toot.